Hey there, muslings. Blind Rob, also known as Bridget's Blind Bard, coming at you again with another video. This time there's a couple things I just wanted to show you. Not so much an unboxing video or a haul video, though I suppose one could consider it a haul, as I obtained these two different items throughout the month. But I just wanted to show off a couple of things real quick that I wanted to make a video earlier in the month, but I wasn't able to get to it until now. Well, for one of the items just came in the other day, so there's that to take into consideration as well. So the first thing I want to show off is my new one. It kind of has an S shape. It's made from Aventurine, green Aventurine. Excuse me. It looks kind of dark to me. Like, the color, okay, so I can still see colors, but my ability to see colors is not the greatest of these days due to my visual impairment, due to my blindness, if you will. But my color app says that it looks like a dark, deep dark forest green. It looks dark in my eyes. But yeah, just a little wand that I picked up a few days ago. Actually, hold on, yeah, you should be able to see it because I'm holding it right in front of my face. I'm trying to show as much as much of the wand as possible. Let me move that up a little bit closer to the camera there, so you can see a little bit better, hopefully. Or just right in front of my face. Okay, so why is this? Okay, let me rephrase that and start that over. So it's kind of interesting that I got this one because it's the first one that I've had since 2006, 2007. And what makes it even more interesting and fascinating to me is the fact that it's made from crystal. And I say that because I don't connect with crystals as much or as well as most pagans you talk to, especially most pagans here on YouTube, who work with crystals on any kind of level, to any extent. I just don't connect with them all that well, and I never have. Although I've recently discovered why, and I'm hoping to make a video at some point in the future where I go into in-depth talking about that. But basically, for those of you who are probably watching this video and are curious, to why I don't connect with crystals all that well, or to stones in general all that well, it turns out that it's a combination of man-made crystals as well as, or polished stones and crystals that I do not connect with, that I cannot jibe with, that I cannot interface with its energies to utilize for whatever metaphysical purpose I'm wanting to utilize it for in the first place. I find that I work with natural stones or stones that are rough, that have not been polished, that have not been tumbled. So why the one then if I do not work well with crystals? I was actually drawn / guided to this one. See, at the beginning of the month, I was restocking my supply of candles. I use a lot of candles every month, large part due to my flame tending practice with Bridget. So I was restocking my candle supply, and I was kind of giving a bit of a poke. Say, hey, go look at some of the other goodies on the site. So I did, and I got drawn to this one, and it just looked awesome from the one picture that I could actually see it from. There were more than one picture for the listing, but I was actually only able to see one of the pictures because the other pictures, just how they were done, just made it kind of hard for me to see, which is really disappointing. But yeah, it happens. And I saw that it's Aventurine. Now, interesting thing about Aventurine is literally the first crystal that I have ever got my hands on, ever tried to use when I first got into paganism. I once had a bracelet of blue Aventurine that I used to wear when I was still in high school, when I was still attending my state school for the blind. And it was pretty much the only item that I could find at that point in my life that was of tumbled stone that I can actually connect with, that I can actually get anything from, that I can actually use at all. So, that's kind of interesting. Apparently, regardless of whether or not it's tumbled, apparently I just connect with Aventurine really well. Strong connection with Aventurine. And it's funny because there'll be times I'll be talking to people on Skype and I'm not even using, I'm not even like actually using the wand at all. And for energy work, for energy healing, for any kind of metaphysical purpose, and I'll just play with it because it's just fun to hold. It just likes popping in my hands, and I just can't keep my hands off of it sometimes. Take that however you may wish. Yeah, so I kind of took it as just another little, sort of sign, little, hint, memo, if you will, from Bridget's like, so this year, 2019, is very much me coming full circle spiritually, practice-wise, in a lot of ways, and me getting back to where I was, continuing in some ways where I kind of left off in some places. And there's a couple tools that she wants me to get to replace that I had then that I mostly did not really get a chance to use all that much. Excuse me. Mostly because I didn't know what I was doing then. Yeah, that was just one of it. And I'm actually kind of glad that I got it, because the moment I saw it, the moment that I'm like, oh, that looks pretty. Not only does that look pretty, that's awesome. And I got it, but I thought a different couple of things I could use it for. For one thing, I'm planning on using it a lot with some of my own work. More hands-on metaphysical spellcasting, ritual designing, word making with Om. So yeah, I haven't quite gotten to the point where I'm going to start doing that yet, but it's something I'm still sort of doing a little bit of research on, as well as still in the process of figuring out exactly how I'm going about doing that. But once I do, I can't wait to hit the ground running. Now, hold on a second. Let me go grab the other item I want to show off. This one is a bit of a doozy. Okay. So, this, let me show this first. Here is that part of it. And here is this part of it. Mortar and Pestle set made from volcanic rock. Rough volcanic rock. Hold on a second, let me put this back. Oh, that's not good. Hold on a second. Damn. Hope I didn't break that. Not the mortar or pestle, but what I accidentally set part of it on. Okay, so that was heavy. So yeah, that was a mortar and pestle set that I recently got because I want to get a little bit into the herbal side of things in my practice. It's something I've been wanting to do for years now. And granted, I'm only getting into it on the shallow end, I guess you could say, dipping my toes in, as far as learning to address my candles. I've been dressing them a little bit lately. I've been getting into the same thing with oils. Like, I've been getting into essential oils a little bit as well. If you haven't seen it already, I made a video a couple months ago that I reposted on this channel that it's unboxing spell oil I got from Joey Morris from her shop Starry Eye Supplies. That was literally the first time I ever bought, let alone tried using bell oil or essential oil, or be it individual oil or a blend, and it didn't really work out all that well. But that's okay, you know. That kind of thing takes experimentation, takes practice, and I'm very much a newbie, very much a beginner at it. But yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised, because when I got it, the description of it, I really couldn't see anything from the pictures, but just going by the description, like I knew from the get-go that it was made from some kind of volcanic rock. However, what I was not aware of was its size. So yeah, I ended up receiving something that was far heavier and far bigger than what I had that I had expected. That's okay, because I see more benefits than not as far as using it in the future, especially when making my own powder blends for the purposes of dressing candles. So yeah, I just wanted to show, and you know, that's another, before I end this video, that's another tool that I was kind of guided, well, it was a combination of guided to replace, because the one I had from years ago, I'm missing the, you know, okay, so I will go ahead and confess, I don't quite know which part of it's the mortar and which part is the pestle, okay? But the part that you used to grind, like, not the bowl part, but the handle, I guess you could say the handle part that you hold in your hand to grind with, I lost that part with my original mortar and pestle that I got all the way back in 2006, 2007. So I was kind of guided by Bridget, like with the one, to pick that up, but also there's a couple of candles, there's a couple of rituals I'm planning on doing in the near future that I need dressed candles for. So I'm like, I actually have a use for this. I might as well go ahead and pick it up. And of course, being surprised like hell when it came in, and it was a lot more than what I expected. But that's okay. Sometimes surprises can be good, even if it's as heavy as hell and kind of awkward to hold. Anyway, with all that said, I just wanted to show those two things off to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Have a great day. Bridget bless. Slancha.
Speech on. Take picture. Stop recording video.